I want to actually, because you just had a great profile in the Wall Street Journal a few weeks ago. And there's this like quote in there, and it's mid-sentence, and I have no idea why the writer of the story, and it was Jason Gay, who does a great job, but it says, "I never wanted to be a coach." And then there's nothing after that. And so I'm reading the article, and I'm like, well, give me some context here. I never wanted to be a coach as a player. You never thought about it. You never thought about what was next. Certainly at 30, you weren't thinking at all. You just knew you wanted to hoop. It was the next day of hooping.
You know what? You're going to find it strange. The only two goals that I had in life, Olympics, gold medal, and national championship. Like, I didn't get one in college, so I thought that was, long gone. I never set goals. Like, I don't set goals. Like, honestly, I do believe my career and my life has divine intervention. Like, I'll get what I'm supposed to get when I'm supposed to get it. Like, seriously, it's the most uncanny thing. And I'm in the profession of like helping young people like set goals in life. And I've never you have I got into coaching because of the challenge of it. And then once I was in it, it became more of like being a dream merchant for young people. Like, seriously, like I got everything I could, like I got more than I could imagine from basketball playing. More. I want that for other young people. Like, I want them to find their niche in life. If it's basketball, cool. If it's something else, let's figure out how we get you to the people that are the experts in this, and let's do it. But I didn't. And I don't really see myself as a coach either. I know they call me coach and all that, but it's just life. It's like, it's helping young people navigate through life, playing a game.
Dawn, I have two follow-ups to this Temple story. The first one is, after you were there for a little while, did you ever hear, like, if there was any internal conflict there about offering you the job while you were still playing, or if everybody was on board with it? And then the second question, which JJ and I know are both wondering, is how the F did you build that thing while also playing at the same time? It's like
6 tournament appearances in 8 years for a program that was going nowhere.
It's not a part-time job. Like, it's not one of those things you can just do on the side.
No, they didn't. I think they wanted me. Like, I'm from North Philly. I grew up going to Temple games. I played on their campus like every summer growing up. So I think they had an inkling of who I was and what I represented. And I think they were just throwing shit on the wall. I do. I think they were just, throwing that ball from the other end of the court, and they like, hey, sometimes long balls go in. And it was a long one for me. But no, I think they were going to take me if I told them I'm just going to show up for games. Seriously, I think they would have taken me. And what was that second question?
How you built Temple to that success while also playing.
While being an all-star.
You're very humble. You're very humble, but still.
And then also, by the way, on the side, I'm leading teams to the NCAA tournament.
It's all staff. It's all people. Now, I will say this. Like when I first got the job, I hired some people to help me understand what I got myself into. Because I didn't know, I didn't know like all the administrative work, and I can go through a practice. And, kids would know what I'm talking about from a basketball perspective. I got that part of it. It's the administrative stuff that that I didn't know anything about. So I hired some people that had just experience in it, and one of them basically thought I was like a figurehead, no, this is what I committed to. This is I want to learn. Like, teach me what I need to know so I can be a good coach. I got the basketball part. I do. I got that part. Although I thought I had it because, when I first started coaching, I'm like, there's a timeout. It's a media timeout. Like it's a long time. Like I would say my piece, like I'm in a huddle. All right, break. Let's go. We good. And then it's like we got 2 minutes left. I'm just like I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Get up. Let's. So obviously I don't have that issue anymore. But it's staff. It's like you surround yourself with people, and I have actually. I spent 2 years at Temple without someone that's been with me for the last 20 years, Lisa Boyer, who actually was my ABL coach. Like she was my ABL coach. She played me like 40 minutes a game, took years off my career because she played me that many minutes. She just actually walked in. But once I had a lot of staff turnover in the first 2 years, she was coaching in the WNBA by this time. And I'm just like, I need help. Like, come help coach me. And I had to do the recruiting thing. Like she's a good friend of mine. So she used to call me and I wouldn't even say hello. I used to say, you coming to Temple? Come on. Like, and then she didn't want to come back because of the recruiting. Like she's in the WNBA. She's like, I don't want to recruit. So I said, oh, you don't have to recruit. We got it. So finally she came and she basically just helped take care of all that other stuff. Like I trust her, like she sacrificed her career to help me. And she's been by my side, for the last 20 years. So you got to have people in your corner that complement and supplement the things that you don't do well. And I've been fortunate that I had people around me that just like my first recruiting class. They both work here at South Carolina. One is our director of basketball operations, and the other one is my assistant. So it is those relationships that you build. Like my former players are like my best friends now. So it's that kind of, you make people feel good, and they make you feel better. Like I've had that like my entire career. Like I've had the ability to make someone feel really good. And then in turn, they just like, they treat me like royalty.